But our main topic for today is, can you be soulmates without marriage? Can you be soulmates without marriage? What?
Yeah, yeah. I don't believe in soulmates. I'm just gonna put it out there like that.
You don't?
I don't. No, I don't believe in soulmates. But
What?
but you have a lot of people saying they do believe in it. And I say evidently you don't believe in it, because how can you believe in soulmates when you a baby mama?
So what? So why you don't believe in them?
I just don't.
We, I, and, and simply, I believe in them simply because, you know, when God ties a couple together, if we truly believe in God, me and my wife came together and we believe that it's something divinely that brought us together. That God,
Was that God, or just the theory of being a soulmate?
it all ties in. I'm tying it in. Listen, when we because at first I didn't even look at my wife like that. As I said before in many other podcasts, we didn't look at each other like that. But it was something about us two that drew us together and made us grow more. And it wasn't in the beginning, it wasn't even a sexual thing. And that's what let me know, just like, man, I really, when I got to really dealing with her and so I was like, man, I really love her. I really love her presence. I really like being around her. I really like, you know, not saying that I wasn't sexually attracted to her, but it was like, but that wasn't.
Let me ask you this. Say if you would have met your wife and she had 2 kids by 2 separate men when you met her. Do you think y'all would have been together? Because you not only have to deal with her, you have to deal with her 2 kids and her 2 baby daddies. How many people is that? 5 people, right?
Right.
So now you got to deal with 5 different people.
So let me put it like this before I, because initially you meet the person, you don't meet they kids, right? So if she was honest with me in the beginning and say, hey, you know, I got kids and this and that, I would have took time to you know, draw out the situation.
But what's the chances of things working out right? I'm talking about when she mad and got an attitude with one of her baby daddies. Guess who gonna catch her attitude? Not the baby daddy, you are, because you the one that's there, right?
Yeah, but you know, really, I can't even be biased because I was in there. My wife didn't have no kids. I had a kid.
But you didn't have the child with you. Yeah. That's the difference. A lot of women, they say, well, these guys out here have kids, but guess what? These guys don't have the child. Yeah, it's a small number of people that do have the kids, but if we talking about the majority of the people, majority of the people don't have the kids, and we know that.
And then, but at the same time, and it's not to say anything negative towards anything, so I'm not trying to piss nobody off, but I'm just saying, I'm just being proper, but I'm going to be transparent. But at the same time, during the time that me and my wife got together, me and my son's mother wasn't on good terms, so it was a lot more drama to it than that she had to look past it.
But guess what you could do that she couldn't do? If she had some kids, she would still have to have the kids around with y'all. When you was having problems with your baby mama, guess what you did? Just didn't answer the phone no more. Right? Problem solved. But think about that. You got these 2 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
You the one providing everything for those kids, right?
Right.
So your money, I mean, it comes out of your check for a child that you didn't even make. Plus, you got to deal with her talking about my child. Can you got to ask yourself a question? Can you discipline the children?
Right.
Right?
Right.
You spending your money. You know you can't get a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom because you got 2 kids. You need a bedroom for you, your 2 kids. I mean her 2 kids. And what if you have kids with the women? That's the whole thing. What I'm talking about. If you do believe in soulmates, don't let man put a baby in you. I posted the same question on Facebook earlier today. And the woman was like, you can be a baby mama and have a soulmate? Yeah, you can. I mean, no, you can't. Because evidently you don't believe in having a soulmate. You let somebody go up into you raw, 9 times out of 10, he got other baby mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just let somebody go raw dog, and you can not only get a baby, but you can get a herpes or something like that, right?
Hey, let's look at the definition of soulmate.
Go ahead, read it.
Now, it says a person ideally suited to another as close friend or romantic partner.
I done heard women say, condoms irritate me. I say, diseases irritate me. Talking about.
And when I say soulmate, when I say soulmate, that means that there are things within your relationship that others can't even explain. Like, just say me and my wife, we finish each other's sentences. We know each other.
I know y'all are imprinted on each other.
Yeah, we finish each other. Yeah. We know, and I think you just can't get.
But no, you know what I don't understand about something you just said.
What?
How can you be a man of the cloth and say you believe in? We talking about the soulmates that these cuckoo birds out here believe in when they say soulmates.
Yeah, right.
I talk about you can't.
We're, like you said, you call it the imprint. It was like I never had that connection with any other woman.
Yeah, look, dude, I just told my daughter today about imprints. Who wants somebody that has an imprint on them? I'm talking about a baby is an imprint. You know, I got to see this man's face every time I walk in the door. I don't want to see another man's face. I'm just telling the truth. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see your baby daddy.
But you know what? It goes back to just when we talk about relationship, period. We can't only look at it especially us as believers, right? We can't only look at it as an aspect of just man to woman contact. We got to look at it as a relationship, not only with the woman, but a relationship with God who brought us to.
But look at this. Most of these chicks that be talking about soul.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Listen. What I want to say.
You cut me off right quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do that.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about an aspect of these silly women that come out here and they got a new baby daddy every couple of years. Like, I'm talking about our relationship as it pertains to God, because if we don't have God in our life, right, we don't know how to have a relationship. We don't know how to love, because God is love. God is a relationship.
But if we follow the way that God told us to follow it before we had sex with that person,
we do it right. But listen, that goes back then. God knows that we're not perfect, right? So through the relationship, even though we messed up, right? Even though we messed up, right? God gave us another chance. He kept us. He kept his relationship with us. So through our bad mistakes in another relationship, wouldn't that person that loved us have to give us the same grace and mercy that God gave us? Wouldn't that be so? I have to have another chance. I know I messed up. I know I'm not a perfect individual.
How many baby daddies is giving somebody a chance? I'm just asking.
You know what? Now it's different if I keep going to relationship to relationship.
I ain't talking about relationship to relationship. I'm talking about baby to baby to baby. Keep having babies by different men.
Okay.
And then you get her.
Okay. But I'm saying this, and you making me lose my point because my brain be trying to retain the information. But I'm saying, if I go to relationship doing the same thing, then that's on me. Then I'm a warped individual. But if I go into a relationship and I say, look, I don't want to do this like I did before. I want it right. And that's what happened to me when I finally got to my wife, who I was the ideal person for me. When I got to her, I didn't do it like I did it before. I didn't go at her like I did other women. I said, it's something special about this one. This one is, God is dealing with me with this one. I don't, because I don't view her the same. I don't want to do the same things that I did with others with her. You know, so we have to look past, because we all are kind of like crooked in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We all have our warpedness about us and stuff, but it's God that when we let God work in our lives, then it's something different about, you know, how we deal with others. We get our morals and our values, and we hold on to it because we let God regulate us. So, but I understand that it's a lot of stupid women out here and men, because, you know, the man's supposed to be the head, right?
But the difference is the man can go about his business. You got them kids with you.
But how can we leave one party out in what's supposed to be a partnership?
I don't say it's right for anybody. I'm not saying it's right for a man to leave a woman with the kids, but they do.
Right. You're right.
They do. And then by the time you, a lot of times by the time you get to that woman, she done had a couple of kids by a baby daddy that 9 times out of 10, he got a bunch of baby mamas.
Right.
I'm saying, and you would choose to deal with that man after finding out he got other baby mamas. So he got a history of getting women that he don't marry.
When we look in the beginning, when God put man as head of woman, man, in the beginning, we messed a lot of this stuff up. We messed a lot of this stuff up. We stopped leading. We started trying to go into player mode. We stopped being, in the beginning, a lot of them stopped being fathers. They started being deadbeats, players, and other little things that they wanted to be, and it stopped. And so now these women stop listening. Men look at leadership, and they be flossing like, oh, I'm boss. But you don't ever hear a man talk about, wait, I'm gonna lead this woman while I let God lead me. I'm gonna let God lead me so I can lead this woman. You don't hear them talk about that. You don't, and that's the difference now with me. I'm gonna let God lead me while I'm lead my wife, while I lead my family. But because one thing God said to me before He called me into ministry, He said, "Give me you, and I'm gonna give you your family. Give me you." So I had to listen to that. Give me you. That means let me lead and direct you, so you know how to properly lead and direct your family. And what happened? I didn't know that God was gonna say, open the church up, open my church up. Not only open the church up, but I called you to ministry. And the very thing that He said He would do, He did it. He gave me my wife. And what happened? Not long after we opened the door, I baptized both of my kids, and now both of my kids are ministers. So God made good on His plan. He good, and I didn't twist their arm and say, "Oh, this is what you're gonna be." This is what they told me. This is what they wanted to do. So, I have to only say, hey, people that say they don't believe in God, and all of that's a,
I'm saying the things that they go for.
Yeah.
I'm saying, come on now. You talking about a guy that got 2 baby mamas already? and you gonna open up your legs and bear him another child, and then you get to me, and I'm supposed to be the good guy? No, thank you. You got a history of not caring and let people do what they want to do. Don't try to play the good girl role while you with me.
or better yet, man out here playing Father Abraham. You know, and you giving him man got about 13 kids, and you giving him a chance, calling me your soulmate.
And man,
you know, man got 13 kids. He ain't taking care of not one of them.
I know some cats like that.
And you calling him your soulmate? That's the crazy.
And that's your soulmate.
Yeah.
You'll break your neck for man, but she won't do nothing for you.
And that's the part that I agree with you with. Anybody out there that's listening to the show and want to comment, that number is 646-564-9728. Make sure you press that 1 if you want to be heard. But that's kind of deep, though. You, in terms, I kind of like now as we go into the show, I kind of figure what you're saying, which I have to agree with you to a certain degree. I agree with you. Like, how can this person, first of all, how can you be a soulmate without God in it in the first place?
Right. And if God was in it, you wouldn't be a baby mama or a baby daddy, right?
Wow. See that?
I'm talking about you want God to bless a relationship he had no parts of, right? How do that work?
The truth hurts. The truth hurts because the truth makes you look at yourself. It makes you examine yourself and figure out where I'm at. So it's not that we are trying to talk about women or dog women. Hey, Pastor, that we're trying to talk about women or dog women. It's getting to the truth, because the truth is a hard pill to swallow. You cannot be a soulmate. You cannot have a soulmate if God is not in that equation. That's the craziest part to me. A lot of men out here talking about, hey, the women, hey, we soulmates and all this, but where is God at in the equation? I don't hear understand no soulmate without God. Ain't no soul without God. So it's
you see why I don't believe in soulmates now, right?
but God did sanction marriage. He put in
hood rat ideology of soulmates. That's all I'm saying.
So I'm
like when I say soulmate now, you know it comes to man with a radish saying, right?
Right. And that's
somebody that's made those mistakes. They got 2 or 3 baby daddies, right? I'm talking about the last thing that should be coming out of your mouth is a soulmate. You don't believe that? Come on now.
It's crazy because a lot, and that's why we keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Not we. That's why they keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
You know what I'm you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to find your page at this time, man, because I want to read that comment that young lady left. Yeah. Pastor said, "Be careful." Wow. So look, in your question, you said, question of the day: how can you believe in soulmates but you a baby mama? But you're a baby mama. See, and it's crazy. I'm trying to think. Looking at I can't read these posts right here. They too small. Wait a minute. The girl says, "Who is this?" That's Diana. Diana, she said, "I'm confused. How does getting pregnant by someone make them your soulmate? Irresponsible. Yes, since more than likely it was unplanned, but it still doesn't mean that person is your soulmate." Said also, you never know where or how you encounter your soulmate. Perhaps they or you were in a situation that meant maybe you couldn't be together. Doesn't mean that person wasn't your soulmate. Maybe they died. Should you not have kids then with anyone else? I guess I'm trying to understand the relevance. Okay, it said, soulmate or soul ties. That's a good one, Pastor. That's a good one. Soulmate or soul ties. He said it doesn't. It said, wait a minute. And then Linda Grass said, soulmate accept flaws and don't judge you according to your past. And said, and she also said, in what book is that in? She called you to reality, but everyone is trying to find something perfect. And you ain't gonna find nothing perfect in no imperfect humans, you know. Aisha, so a baby mama can't have a soulmate. What do you say about that? A baby mama can't have a soulmate.
Never said that, right? That was just something somebody wanted to say. Who said? Where did you read that? I'm talking about reading is very fundamental.
All got flaws. Pastor said all of us got flaws. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, Wallace, I got you. said who is this? You said to them to tell the truth. I don't believe in soulmates, but if you do, why would you give your body away to just anybody? So she said, and you know that this is what I do because I have given my body to. I don't want to read that one.
I don't even know her. What is he talking about? Read it.
She said, and you know that this is what I do because I have given my body to you. No. Or I have given my body to someone you know. No. So assuming makes a ASS every time. I'm not the type of woman to give my body to just anyone. However, just because a woman enjoys having sex, she said something else though, too, doesn't mean she isn't looking to find a soulmate. Lord,
I'm saying, how can you just having sex to have fun, meaning you effing for fun, right? And then you become a baby mama. What kind of outcome do you want to have?
Right. So
you gonna have a child that grow up without their father being around, right?
So yeah. So Arkita, I think Arkita says, so none of this applies to men. How are you a baby daddy? Okay. And then you hit
90 seconds.
Hit her back. Never said it don't apply to men. But 9 out of 10 of the women are the ones raising the children. So the responsibility falls on the mother. I think she said, I just read your post and you only mentioned women. I guess I need to read the comments to see what responsibility you're referring to. Okay, so it just
60 seconds.
I'm just thankful to God's grace and mercy on that. And I guess, like, in order for us to have a proper relationship, there cannot be, we say, we have to accept each other's flaws, but there cannot be a soul mate without God in it. There can't be soulmate because we don't even know how to. God is love, so we don't know how to love without the love of God. We don't know how to love each other. We always.
But like Pastor said, they don't have soulmates. They have soul ties. So you forever tied to a person when you have a child by them.
Right.
And I just choose not to be in the middle of that bull crap.
But
10 seconds.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show, making it a success. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Wallace, and all of who chose to tune in. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.